Ago, a long while ago, Jensen had talked about how he had to re-record the family business monologue from the pilot. So in regards to that, my question is, do you guys ever watch earlier episodes for reference or to help you prepare for future episodes?
I have.
Really?
Yeah. When I was Lucifer, or when I was Meg, for lack of a better, the Meg demon, when I was born under a bad sign, and when I did Lucifer, I had to go back and watch to see what the other characters had done to kind of pay homage to it. But for the most part, I remember it all. So only if there's reference to something that's. I'll be this soon, buddy. Only if there's something referenced. Oh. He's like, I hear him, but I don't know where he is. Not to know. But only if I go back and watch something.
I just imagine that it might be kind of weird for you guys to watch,
It's not kind of weird. It's really freaking weird. Especially if you're going to watch something like pre-season 2. I told Rob, Jen and I, were getting ready in our hotel here. We turned the TV on, and there's a Supernatural movie. And not only we turned it on, it was Rob's line about well, it's one thing having to do our writing, but the bugs, and I laughed, and I was like, wait a second, that's Supernatural. And then cut to our faces, and I was like, that's Supernatural. So it is fun.
I was in the hotel this morning, woke up and I went down to the gym to knock the cobwebs off. I was on the treadmill, and they had TVs in front of the treadmill, like a lot of hotel gyms have. And you know where this is going. So I'm sitting there, and we're just kind of jogging along, and I turn the TV on, hit the station, boom, my face. And,
Off the treadmill.
And there was the gym was empty except 2 women, and one of them was on the treadmill next to me. And I just did what I'm running, and my face pops up, and I just go. She was very confused. Yeah, thanks.
I was actually in the gym at our apartment complex in Vancouver, and Gilmore Girls was on. I walked into the gym, and Gilmore Girls was on, and so there were these 2 girls and there were 2 ladies in their training, and I saw it, and I kind of just chuckled to myself, and I got on the treadmill and I started reading my script, and I was kind of, every time I came on screen as a younger version of Jared Padalecki as Dean, weird. But I kind of just glanced and kind of chuckled, and one of the ladies saw me chuckling, and she's like, do you like the show? I swear to God. And I was like, I'm sorry? And I thought she was just I thought she knew who I was. I was like, well, she sees me, she sees the TV, that's me. And I was like, oh, it's a good show. And she was like, yeah, I love the show. And I was like, and this is the actor, I was like, oh, thanks. And she looked at me and was like, huh? I was like, thanks, it's a good show, thanks. She's like, well, what do you mean, thanks? And I was like, oh, well, that's me, that's not me. That's me right there, that's not me, that's me. And she was like, oh my God! So I had a little, kind of similar moment. Anyways, thank you.
Hi.
Hi. First of all, I like your boots.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a question that after 8 seasons, do you feel that you guys, or that your writers know your characters better?
I feel indubitably that I know my character better. Not through any fault of any writer. I just, I don't know what my character's going to do as much as they do, but I do know who my character is. And that's through no fault of the writers. The writers are fantastic. But the writers, what happens is there's a team of, let's say, 10 writers. And whoever's the showrunner, whether it was Kripke or Sarah or now Jeremy, they say, hey, writer number 1, we need a story about when they go to the meta universe. Writer number 2, we need a story about a Hookman. Writer number 3. And so then they have to go off and do their own thing and write an episode while we are portraying every single episode. So we know every episode, and they know every episode as well, but they really have a dedicated understanding of probably 1/10 of the episodes, the ones that they were headlining.
Well, yeah, they're also writing for many characters, and we're only responsible for our character. So we have, there's more of a concentrated amount. Hey, Thomas, Uncle Jensen's trying to get some work done out here. And I love you, buddy, but, you know, there's going to come a time when you're old enough to discipline. And before you get bigger than me, which undoubtedly will happen when you're 12, and I will take full advantage of that small opportunity.
It worked.
Every time. I think the fact that we work with our characters on a concentrated level, a higher concentrated level than anybody else on the planet, gives us maybe a bit of an edge in that regard. Seriously. Just like your father. You hear that? Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hi.
Hi. This is my very first con ever.
Welcome.
I'm so excited to be here.
Very good.
The question's for both of you. What is your favorite meal that your wives make for you?
Favorite meal. Since your wife is backstage, I'm going to give you a little bit more time to think about it. I've very fortunately been the benefit of a lot of really good meals. Danielle is a really good chef. Now, mind you, I'll eat anything. So, you know, it could be burnt macaroni and cheese, and I'd probably be like, oh, this is wonderful. But you know, she seriously, she is a very, very good chef, and she, I would say, if I had to pick, and there's many, but she makes a peanut coconut pork loin. It's like this coconut peanut sauce, and it's glazed and roasted, and it's just like melt in your mouth, good. And it's funny because I always ask for it. She's like, nope. I'm like, why? She's like, because. And you won't long for it. Thanks, honey. Yeah, so I actually just came home last Saturday. I fly home on the weekends down to LA, and I walked in. I took a later flight this time, but I walked in and she was making a short rib stew with homemade chicken pot pie on the side, and then a double layer pumpkin mousse cake. I'm not kidding. From scratch. And I'm like, why? Are we having a dinner party? And she's like, no, I just felt like cooking. And I'm like, oh, you. So, yeah, I lucked out there. Yeah.
For me, she's here, so thank you for the opportunity to drop a hint. I love her, you shall. They said they love you, baby. One of the first things I can remember her making was, I was actually filming, we were dating, it was during season 4. She made this tomato soup that was fantastic. And she still continues to make it every so often. And one time, we've had a few occasions to have dinner at our place in Los Angeles, and she makes a steak with the soup and with a salad. It's got some nice nuts in it and a great vinaigrette that she kind of puts together. So for me, it's a whole meal. I'll take the steak with the blue cheese and the tomato soup and the salad. Baby,
Thank you so much.